Hello, I'm Dr. Sarah Casewell and I'm going to tell you about a particularly interesting brown dwarf-white dwarf binary that I discovered. So originally, the brown dwarf, which is 25 times the mass of Jupiter but only the same size, is orbiting a B star. This is a hot young star with 3.5 times the mass of the Sun. And the brown dwarf orbits it quite happily for about 300 million years. Then catastrophe strikes. This object runs out of mass. Now what that means realistically is that it expands and we're left with a giant star. Now the giant expands right to the edge of the brown dwarf and sucks it in, and it orbits all the way around the core of the star. Eventually it runs out of mass completely and it explodes its outer layer and leaves us with the core, which is a white dwarf. This is the size of the Earth but contains almost as much mass as the Sun, and the brown dwarf orbits it in a 4-hour orbit. Now the brown dwarf is getting roasted on one side by the white dwarf, which is 15,000 degrees, and the brown dwarf's atmosphere is getting hotter and hotter on one side and colder on the other. And this provides us really interesting information to look at what happens in extrasolar planetary atmospheres.